Hello everyone, it's me Gagan Kumar present over here to teach you physics. Let's move on to the video. Today we'll be discussing total internal reflection. Okay, so last class we have completed what is the real depth and apparent depth. Now this is the next lecture. So we'll be understanding how a light is getting reflected totally when it is traveling from a denser medium to rare medium. Okay, so now so first of all we have some definitions and all here, but first understand from a picture. So what I am telling here, here you have a denser medium. So take this one as a denser medium, and here above you take a rarer medium. So one is denser medium, one is rarer medium, and this denser medium refractive index you can write mu d is the refractive index of denser medium, and mu r is the refractive index of a rarer medium. Now here suppose a point source is here, so one point source is there. So in the denser medium one source is there, and from here some light rays from here some light rays are going like this. Suppose a light ray is going perpendicular to the surface, so it is going from denser to rarer. So light ray is going perpendicular to the surface, then what it will do? Now it will just pass like this. Okay, so here it is perpendicular to the surface, that means it is normal incidence happening. So here no bending will happen for the light ray. So light can just pass through this surface straight line. Now here another ray suppose take, so another ray take. Now here one more ray you take like this, and also one more ray you take like this. And in this all rays what will be taking here? Now here all incidence angle will be taking different and different. All this incidence angle will be taking different. Now here I am telling this angle of incidence, suppose it is I, and this I is nothing but this I is less than theta c. Suppose what I am telling, less than theta c. So theta c is what? Now theta c is basically critical angle for this two pair of media. So we will be understanding what is critical angle also. But I am telling, remember one angle is there, so that is called basically critical angle. So your incidence angle is less than that critical angle. Now if this is the condition, then what will happen? Now here refraction will happen. So light ray will go like this. So light ray will deviate like this, and here you will have some angle of refraction which is basically r. Okay. So here what is happening? Now here refraction happening. So this point you can take it is a point. So in this a point your refraction is happening because your incidence angle is less than one certain type of angle. That angle is I am telling critical angle, but later I will define here itself. Now here next listen, suppose one another ray I am taking like this from this same object or same light source, and light source in denser medium. Now here what will happen? Now light ray will go like this. So here light ray is going like this. So this light ray is passing what? Now passing parallel to the surface actually. Okay. So now here this angle is nothing but I equal to what I am telling? Now theta c. So here this is the minimum condition of TIR is happening. So here that same angle theta c you tell. So sometimes you can write theta c, IC, whatever the critical angle. Now if I equal to theta c, and theta c is a angle between depends on these two pair of media, and here I if equal to theta c, then what is happening? Light ray is traveling through the parallel to the surface. Now another ray you take, if another ray I am taking, then I am checking here this light ray is going like this, and here this incidence angle condition is what? Now I is greater than theta c. I is greater than theta c. Okay. So here three conditions are coming basically, understand. One is I less than theta c, I equal to theta c, I greater than theta c, and theta c I need to define also. But understand, for I equal to theta c, what is happening here? Now here the refraction angle is becoming 90 degree, but I greater than theta c, what is happening? This light ray is not able to travel to rarer medium, so it is getting reflected to the same denser medium. Okay. So this phenomena, whatever it is happening here, so take this point is B point, this point is suppose take some D point. This point is some D point. So at this D point, whatever the phenomena is happening, that is called basically total internal reflection. So light is not going to the rarer medium, but it is instead it is coming back to the same denser medium. Okay, so here I equal to theta is the minimum condition of TIR, and from here only we will find what is the critical angle definition and formula also. So remember always, so it does not mean that light when passing from one medium to another medium, it will always refract. It is not like that. So what is the condition? It depends on some certain type of angle. That angle is called basically critical angle. So if I is less than theta c, then a refraction happening. If I is equal to theta c, minimum condition of TIR, and what is happening here? Now here ray is going parallel to the surface, like rightly also not going to the rarer medium, not coming to denser medium, going on the surface. And if I is greater than theta c, then after total reflecting, that means the surface is acting like a mirror, you can tell. Okay, so this is the idea basically happening here. So you must remember, whenever light goes from denser medium to rarer medium, at the interface of two media, if incidence angle is greater than this theta c, okay, I will tell basically this theta c sometimes is called what? Critical angle, or IC you can tell, or you can tell only C, so symbol you can give. So this critical angle, then what is happening? Now light ray is getting totally reflected at the interface of two media. This phenomena is called basically TIR. So whatever thing is happening here, so this is called basically TIR. Okay. Now here the same definition we will try to understand here. So what is total internal reflection? Now when light ray travels from denser medium to rarer medium, as you discussed, at the interface of two media, it is totally reflected back into the denser medium when angle of incidence is greater than critical angle. Okay. So here now understand what is critical angle. If you see this picture, you see, so this critical angle is nothing but it is equal to incidence angle, that is basically I. So it is a incidence angle corresponding refraction angle how much? 90 degree. So you can write here basically what? Now I is nothing but it is a angle of incidence in a denser medium for which the angle of refraction in rarer medium is nothing but that is 90 degree. Okay. So that what you can write here? Now critical angle, that you can write basically theta c, or sometimes you can write IC, or sometimes you can write C. So different books will write different thing, but you follow here. So NCERT is writing I subscript C, and other books also you can take theta c or C. Now it is defined as the angle of incidence in the denser medium for which the angle of refraction in rarer medium is 90 degree. That is basically critical angle. So critical angle depends on basically two medium. So if it is water, down here it is water is there, and above air is there. So for water air media, critical angle will be different, and for water glass medium, critical angle will be different. For glass air medium, critical angle will be different. So different critical angle will come. That one will try to see after deriving the formula for critical angle from here. Okay. So now see, understand here. So at this point B, if I check at point B, applying Snell's law. So what I can get? That means at this surface basically, at this boundary you are applying Snell's law. So you can write mu denser into sin I is equal to nothing but mu rarer into sin R, because light is going from denser to rarer. So that's why you would write mu d sin I equal to mu R sin R. Now here put mu d as mu d, and sin I you keep as IC. Okay, IC what? Critical angle. You can take IC theta c or capital C only. So whatever you can take also. Otherwise you write here IC. Now mu R you keep mu R. Sin R is how much? Now R is nothing but 90 degree. Now here if you will calculate this, so here how much coming? Sin IC is nothing but mu R by mu D. That means your critical angle formula how much coming? Now refractive index of rarer medium divided by refractive index of denser medium. So this is your critical angle formula. But remember here for refraction, for total internal reflection, your sin IC, whatever the value is coming, that is basically what? From here you can find also IC. So IC whatever you can find, it is sin inverse mu R by mu D. So whatever this IC value coming, that is a critical angle value. the angle of incidence at this point should be greater than critical angle, then after TIR will happen. Okay. So, remember for TIR condition, the minimum condition is this much, I should be equal to theta c, and maximum condition you can go for what? Now, I should be greater than theta c. So, that means you can write here. So, minimum condition is coming I equal to theta c, and here actually TIR happening. So, here actually TIR happening, and if conditions will write, you can write also I is equal greater than equal to theta c or IC. So, this condition also you can write, but remember at equal point you can find the value of critical angle, but here actually happening TIR. So, exact TIR happening here, little greater coming, I is little greater coming than critical angle, then definitely will get critical angle sine inverse mu r by mu d. Okay. Now, we will be moving to the next concept. Here, suppose I have water and air media. I have a water and air media. Now, here suppose I have water, and here I have air. Now, take refractive index of water is nothing but that is your 4 by 3. So, consider 4 by 3 or consider mu also, no issues, mu, and air refractive index is nothing but you know that is 1 basically. So, write it is 1. So, air refractive index 1. Now, suppose here water is light is going from denser medium to rarer medium, Now, if I am to find critical angle, then my light ray should go like this. Light ray comes like this and go like this. Okay. So, it should go at the interface. Now, this will be your I. So, this I is nothing but how much? Theta c. Okay. Theta c or IC, right? So, you can write it as IC. Okay. Now, here if I will apply Snell's law at this point A, so what I can get? I can get mu sine I, or I is nothing but that is IC, equal to how much? Air refractive index is 1, and here see here R value how much coming? R is 90 degree refraction angle. So, it will write sine 90, and if I will write here sine IC how much coming? 1 by mu. Okay. Now, here already I know the mu value is nothing but sine IC equal to 1 by 4 by 3. So, that will be sine IC equal to 3 by 4. Okay. Now, from here if I find IC, sine inverse 3 by 4, and sine inverse 3 by 4 is nearly equal to 49 degree. Okay. So, that means remember if you water air media I am taking, then my critical angle is coming how much? Around 49 degree. Okay. Now, similarly if I will change here, suppose I am changing glass air, definitely this will change because your refractive index value will change for glass. Okay. Now, come to the next concept, same thing we will do, we will take glass and air media and we will check what is the critical angle there. Remember, suppose a light ray is coming here, light ray is coming from water, from this water light ray is coming, and suppose in here I am telling this incidence angle is nothing but it is here 50 degree, that means 50 degree is greater than 49 degree, then what will happen here? Now, this light ray cannot travel to this air medium, totally it will reflect back. So, here reflection happening, if this is 50 degree that will be also 50 degree. So, this is the idea you need to keep in mind. So, TIR happens only when your angle of incidence is greater than critical angle, and this is the minimum condition you can keep I equal to critical angle or theta c. Okay. Now, come to glass and air media. Now, take a slab here. So, glass slab suppose. So, this is the glass slab. So, refractive index of glass slab is nothing but, let me write it is 3 by 2 or 1.5 you can write, and here it is air medium. Now, light ray is coming from here, and if I want to find critical angle, already we have discussed, if I want to find critical angle what I should do? Now, I should take this condition. So, that means light ray is coming and going parallel to the surface, or it is going along the boundary, like that condition I should take. So, here let me take here. So, light ray is coming like this and going in this boundary. Now, here this angle is nothing but my IC and this angle R is nothing but that is 90 degree. Or directly I can put a formula I know, my sin IC is nothing but 1 by, why 1? Because refractive index of air medium is 1. So here 1 by mu directly I can substitute, so 1 by 3 by 2. So it can be written as sin IC equal to 2 by 3. Okay. Now from here if I want to find IC, so it will be sin inverse 2 by 3. So which is nothing but how much? It will be nearly equal to 42 degree. So that means remember, if a glass air media is there, then critical angle value how much coming? Around 42 degree. That means suppose a light ray is coming like this and it is incidenting at an angle 45 degree. Okay. Suppose from glass medium light is going to air medium, incidenting at 45 degree. Definitely 45 degree is how much? It will be greater than 42 degree. So that means your angle of incidence is greater than critical angle. So here it will happen what? TIR. So here it will happen TIR. So this is the idea basically about our total internal reflection. Okay. So based on this, there are many applications we have, practical applications we use. Now understand. My God. Now understand application of TIR. Application of TIR. Okay. And before this, here we can understand if a glass air media we have taken, critical angle we found. Similarly, if I will take diamond air media, then in diamond air media, your critical angle value how much? 24 degree. How much it is? 24 degree. So diamond air media. Now you can go to the this thing. Here application of TIR, remember. So first thing is basically mirage. So in hot desert, we see basically what? Some type of optical illusions. Okay, so that is called basically mirage. That means you will think like that from the long distance you will see, observe that there are some water like it is there, but if you go the spot you will not get. Similarly, when you are traveling by car or by some vehicle on the highway basically, so you will see some patch of the road will be looking like wet, but if you go the exact spot you will not get that. So that is called basically mirage phenomena and all. And looming in hot deserts basically happens, this one basically in hot deserts. Okay. And looming phenomena happens in cold region, that one remember. And second thing remember here, brilliance of diamond. Now third thing remember here pro prism. These all are basically based on TIR actually. Number 4 remember optical fibers, and this type of phenomena basically occurs in what? Due to TIR, total internal reflection. And here if you understand what is this pro prism and all, now here remember there will be certain type of prism we design to deviate the light rays by 90 degree or 180 degree. So here one light ray is coming suppose like this, and here this angle is 90 degree. And this is here 45 degree, this is also 45 degree, and here light ray is coming, normally it is incidenting here. Okay, then what will happen here? Now this light ray, you will see here, so this is your 0 degree 90 degree, so here it is how much? Now here it is, this angle also comes 45 degree. Okay, remember if light ray is coming like this is 90, this is 45, that is 45. Now here light ray will reflect here, so here what will happen? Light ray will reflect and it will go like this. So this angle will make 45 degree. Why reflection happening? Now remember this medium, whatever I am telling, it is a glass medium. So in glass medium, when light rays are entering and incidenting at this point, so here it is air and here it is glass. Now at this point, at this B point, TIR will happen, because just now you understand critical angle for glass air media, it is 42 degree. Glass air media is 42 degree. So that's why what I can write? I can write here 45 is greater than 42. So at this point B, your refraction will not happen. So total internal reflection will happen. So in pro prism basically based on what? It is TIR. And optical fiber will have a pipe like this. Now in this pipe, here you will inner side you have some core called, it is core, and here you are having cladding. Here you are having cladding. Here also you can have cladding. So this is the outer core. Now here light ray is coming and incidenting here. Now here light ray will reflect again and again inside this, and it will come back like this. And remember, in optical fiber there will be 100% reflection will happen, there is no energy loss. So here remember this core refract index core, suppose I am telling N1, and cladding refract index suppose I am telling N2, and this N1 will be greater than N2. So this is the phenomena occurs in what? Optical fiber, which is based on basically total internal reflection. Okay, suppose you are sending any signal, light signal or any information through the optical fiber, there will be no loss. Without any loss we can get information here. Okay, so nowadays for communication purpose and all, we are using mostly this optical fibers. Okay, so this is the all idea about your total internal reflection applications. Now we will go to the some questions, MCQ type questions we will try to solve. And before this, understand here, here coming. Okay, so before this, understand one number fifth one, field of view or vision you can write of a fish. Now understand here, so here you are having a medium, which is water medium or any denser medium, and liquid also you can take. Now here one beautiful fish is there. Okay. Now when this fish will, this is a fish. Now when this will see up, how it will be seen? It will be seen with this cone to the surrounding. Okay, so here it is air is there, and here it is water is there. Here air, here water. Now here what is happening? Now a cone is forming here. So in this cone, if a height I will take, so height will be how much? Let me take this height is h. Height will be h. And here it will be radius will be r. Now this distance is nothing but it is your h square plus r square root. So r is nothing but this is the radius of cone. Okay. So why it is seeing like a cone it is seeing? Now because of this. So here light ray is coming and here it is going like this. Now you just understand this angle, suppose critical angle C. So here also same thing will happen, here incidence angle also C. So due to this incidence angle that which is equal to critical angle, light ray is going like this. If you further let it increase this critical angle, this incidence angle greater than critical angle, then what will happen? Now here TIR will happen. So that means the fish can see, in this region it can see. Okay, it cannot see outside this. So the circle type region is coming, that is basically disc type. So disc type what coming? Circular structure, disc type circular structure. Okay. Now field of view of fish means basically what? We need to find what is this radius and we need to find what is the area of that disc. Okay. So here any water animal also there, so they can see what? They can see with this semicircular cone some angle C, and a cone of base is nothing but radius r. Okay. Now here we need to calculate that r. So what we can do here? Now you can apply at this point. You take some A point. At this point A, you apply Snell's law. At A, applying Snell's law. Then what will happen here? Now I can write sin C is nothing but 1 by mu, and mu is nothing but refract index of this water medium or any liquid medium, and the refract index of air you take as 1. Now how much it is coming? Now sin C if I will consider here, now see this is your h, this is your like this one, base is there, hypotenuse is there. Now this is your h, r, h square plus r square root, h square plus r square root. Now see if this is your C, then sin C how much I can write? Sin C I can write P by h. So P by h means r by h square plus r square root. Okay. Now here if I check this expression, or I can take a square both side, it will become 1 by mu square equal to r square by h square plus r square. Now from here I can multiply h square plus r square equal to nothing but mu square r square. So cross multiplication. Now from here I can calculate h square is nothing but mu square r square minus r square. Now from here r square you take common and you will write basically how much? Okay, so here it is right r equal to nothing but h by mu square minus 1 root. Mu square minus 1 root. Okay, so this is your radius. So this is your what? Radius of circular disc. Radius of circular disc. Okay, so disc style structure is coming. So within this region only this fish can see. Apart from that it cannot see. So that radius is coming how much? Radius is this much. Now from here you want to find area of that disc. Now if area of a disc you want to find, so area of a disc is nothing but A, that is equal to pi r square. So pi time, then it is h square by mu square minus 1. You take square both side, so h square by mu square minus 1. Okay, field of view of a fish. So this is idea, just remember, and this C is nothing but what is this C? Now this C is basically called, C is called semi vertical cone angle. So semi vertical cone angle, or that is basically critical angle basically. So in this case a critical angle, but as it is forming like a cone, so it will be called as semi vertical cone angle. Okay, now come to the next thing, we will do some questions based on this. So remember here not that much important thing there, just a TR we are applying, and this condition we are doing sin is equal to 1 by mu. So not only this fish, or sometimes you can tell a diver. Okay, so here this diver will be there. So when they will see the up, or they will see the sky, so air means it is what basically sky. When they will see the sky, they will see with a cone structure. So they can see like a cone like area they can see. Okay, that base will be on the surface of water. So that is due to what happening? Due to TR only they can see that. Because some light ray is not passing also. When it is called, you are seeing from the water medium, some light ray is not passing to air. So it can get totally reflected. So with certain region you can see the sky. So that is basically nothing but disc style structure coming, that R is nothing but h by root under mu square minus 1, and pi r square nothing but pi h square by mu square minus 1. Okay, now this is the idea we can understand. Now next understand the MCQ questions based on this. Now they are telling here first MCQ, in a total internal reflection, when the angle of incidence is equal to the critical angle for the pair of media in contact, what will be the angle of refraction? Now here 90 degree, 180 degree, 0 degree equal to angle of incidence. So remember I told you, whenever light ray is there, it is going like this. So if suppose this is your critical angle, then here this R is nothing but 90 degree. So angle of refraction in rarer medium is nothing but 90 degree. So your answer will be option A. So it is very easy question only. So it asked in NEET alone. It asked in NEET, that question is basically what? Now you find the refraction angle value if critical angle is C for a pair of media. Okay, so refraction angle will be how much? 90 degree. Now come to the next question. Which of the following is not due to total internal reflection? So working of a optical fiber. So working of a optical fiber is based on TIR. So it is based on the TIR. Mirage also based on the TIR. And brilliance of diamond also based on the TIR. So this all three options are based on the TIR. So that this option only, difference between apparent and real depth is not based on the TIR. So here your answer will be option B. So difference between apparent and real depth. Difference between apparent and real depth. Now I will come to the next question. A ray of light travelling in a transparent medium of a refractive index mu falls on a surface separating the medium from air at an angle of incidence 45 degree. Now for which of the following value of mu the ray can undergo total internal reflection? Some here mu value is given. Now understand, if in normal condition you are finding sin C, so sin C equal to what? 1 by mu. So mu is nothing but refractive index. So you find what is the refractive index, so that this critical angle is nothing but 45 degree. So how much coming? Now sin 45 degree is nothing but 1 by mu. So I can write here mu is nothing but, that is your root 2. So this is the minimum condition, but remember in this condition TR does not happen. So for TR to happen, your mu should be greater than root 2. And remember here root 2 value how much? Root 2 value is 1.41. So here mu value should be greater than 1.41. But here see, so this is 1.33. So this cannot be answer. This cannot be answer. This also cannot be answer. So your option C will be correct because it is greater than 1.4. Okay, so remember this is the minimum condition, but at this condition TR is not happening. TR is happening here. So whenever your sin I is greater than sin C, that time only, or I is greater than C, that time only TR is happening. So that's why mu condition you have to take like this. Okay, so you remember sin 45 is nothing but 1 by root 2. So from that only you are getting mu equal to root 2. So this is also a neat question. So here easily you can solve if you know the critical angle formula and all. Okay, now come to the next question. So the speed of light in medium m1 and m2 are 1.5 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second and 2 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second respectively. A ray of light enters from medium m1 to medium m2 at an incidence angle I. If the ray suffers total internal reflection, then the value of I is how much? So this is the question they are asking here. Now understand, in m1 light is travelling with less speed, definitely your m1 is a denser medium and m2 is a rarer medium. Now you need to calculate what is the refractive index of m1. So if light speed is given in a medium, then refractive index is how much? Now 3 into 10 to the power 8, which is light speed in air, divided by how much it is given for m1? For m1 it is given 1.5 into 10 to the power 8. So 10 to the power 8, 10 to the power 8 cancel. So mu1 is coming 2. So refractive index of a medium m1 is basically 2, and the refractive index of medium m2 we will find that is basically mu2, that is nothing but 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second divided by how much? 2 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. So that will be 3 by 2. So mu2 refractive index is nothing but 3 by 2. Now they are telling if ray, that light ray suffers total internal reflection, suppose light ray is going from this medium, suppose light ray is going from, suppose this is light ray in yellow color I am taking, light ray is going from medium, denser medium to rarer medium, then at this interface it is reflecting like this. Okay. So then after here what will happen? Now what is this incidence angle? This angle I they are asking, what is this I angle? Okay. So first minimum condition of TR, understand what is the minimum condition? Now here definitely sin C means that critical angle, sine of critical angle is nothing but what it is? Now mu rarer by mu denser, mu rarer by mu denser. So rarer medium is how much? Now rarer medium refractive index is 3 by 2 and the denser medium refractive index is 1 by 2. So how much coming total? 3 by 4. So sin C is nothing but 3 by 4. Now here sin C is equal to 3 by 4. Now here if I want to find C, then C will be how much? C will be sin inverse 3 by 4, sin inverse 3 by 4. So your critical angle should be equal to angle of incidence, then what will happen? Now minimum condition of TIR, and if your incidence angle is greater than critical angle, then TIR will happen. So that means what you can tell? Now you can tell your incidence angle, that is nothing but equal to critical angle or greater than sin inverse 3 by 4, which is also critical angle value. Okay, sin inverse 3 by 4. If this condition happening, then total TIR or total internal reflection will happen. Okay, so this is the idea. Remember, light is going from medium m1 to medium m2. At this point, light is totally reflecting to the first medium. Okay, that medium m1, that is denser medium. And here this I should be greater than critical angle. That is one condition. Also, you can tell light ray can go like this. Okay, that is the minimum condition of TIR if going parallel to the surface. Okay, so this is the idea. Your understanding, so answer will be C. Now come to the next question. So here they are telling a small coin is resting on the bottom of a beaker filled with liquid, a ray of light from the coin travels, like this light is traveling this coin, one light ray is traveling like this up to the surface of the liquid and moves along its surface. So here moves along the surface. Now how fast is the light traveling in the liquid? That means you have to find what is the speed of light in liquid. So this is the idea, what is the speed of light in liquid. Okay, now see here it is given 4 centimeter, here 3 centimeter, and here coin is there. Okay, now understand here, if this is suppose C angle I will take, which is basically a critical angle. How I will consider critical angle? Now because if these two are parallel lines, then this will be C, and if this angle of incidence is equal to critical angle or I equal to C, then what I can write? Now light ray will go like this. Remember, I can take my critical angle as IC, theta C, C, whatever I can take. So here I am considering most of the time C or IC like that. Now understand here, so to find the sin C if I want to write, so what is sin C? Now sin C is nothing but 1 by refractive index of the denser medium. Remember, if this is your air medium, this is your air medium, then this will be the denser medium, and you know sin C basically critical angle. Sin of critical angle is nothing but rarer medium refractive index by denser medium refractive index. So that's why 1 by mu, and you can calculate here what is mu coming here. So mu equal to how much? Now if you see this triangle is like this. So here it is 4, here it is 3, here it is 5, this is your C. So sin C if you check, then it is P by H. So that means with 3 by 5. So from here you are getting mu equal to how much? Mu equal to 5 by 3. So refractive index of this medium, whatever this liquid is there, how much it is coming? 5 by 3 the refractive index. Once you got 5 by 3 refractive index, then you can find speed. So you know speed formula in any medium is nothing but speed of light in air or vacuum divided by refractive index. That means you can write here 3 into 10 to the power 8 by 5 by 3, and if you calculate this one, it will come 9 by 5 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second, and a little 9 by 5 if you check, it will be around 1.8 around it will come. So because 10 if there, then it will be 2 will come, but here 9 is there, so around 1.8 will come. So 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Okay, so your answer will be option D, which is 1.8 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. So this is the idea about your total internal reflection. Okay, so if a coin is there, it is going like this one, then here how to find your critical angle. Okay, then after finding critical angle, you are going for refractive index. After finding refractive index, you are going for speed. Okay, so this is the idea. Now come to the next question. For the given incident ray as shown in figure, the condition of total internal reflection of this ray required refractive index of prism will be what? Okay, so that means here some picture is given here. In this picture they are telling the light ray is coming and going like this, and at this point definitely what happening? If it is denser medium or refractive index how much mu, then definitely at this point what is happening? TIR happening. So at this point TIR is happening. Okay, so if TIR is happening, now we need to calculate what is this refractive index of this medium. Okay, so understand here, if light ray is coming like this, so let me do this diagram again. Okay, so here light ray is coming like this one. Now this angle we are telling is 45 degree. 45 degree. Now light ray is bending like this. Now light ray is bending like this. Suppose this is your R. Now light is reflected here. Light is reflected here. Okay. So this point take A, this point is B. So this is the condition given. Now here, if this is the condition, now you can tell this angle is nothing but that is your 90 degree, 90 degree, and this will be nothing but 90 minus R, 90 minus R. Okay. So A point, B point, like this it is coming. Now at this point A you can apply Snell's law. At this point B also normally TIR happening, TIR condition you can take, then you can get some value of mu basically. So you need to find the refractive index of this medium, which is nothing but mu. So this is the idea, it is given here. So here options also given, 4 options are given. Now what we need to do, I need to apply Snell's law here, then I need to apply a TIR condition here. After that I can get it. Now see what I am doing here. So here what I can take at this point A, if I am applying, suppose let me write here. So this point is nothing but A. So at A, at point A, apply Snell's law, applying applying Snell's law, what will happen? Now here you can write sine 45 equal to nothing but this medium refractive index how much? This medium refractive index we are taking basically mu. So you can write it is mu sine r. So why r? Now because this angle equal to r. So that's why this is r. Now here you can write sine r equal to how much? Sine r equal to nothing but sine 45 by mu, and sine 45 is nothing but 1 by root 2. So it is 1 by root 2 into mu. So you can write this is your equation 1. So you are getting sine r equal to 1 by root 2 mu. Now at this point you see, so this point now check. If this point I am checking here, so there what the TR condition I can write, you see. So this is your, so here the picture is like this, one, understand. Now this is your 90 minus r, and a light ray is reflecting like this, light ray is coming and reflecting like this. This surface I am telling this is the B point. So at B point TR is happening. So 90 minus r the incidence angle, so I can write sine 90 minus r is nothing but it is 1 by refractive index mu. Okay, because I am considering this total object refractive index is mu. So mu. Now understand here. So sine 90 minus r is nothing but cos r. So cos r equal to 1 by mu. Now you can take this one as equation 2. Now if you solve this 2 equation, then you will get what? The value of refractive index. So how to solve this? Now see sine r cos r coming, and you know sine square r plus cos square r equal to 1. So that formula you apply. So what you apply here? Now you apply sine square r plus cos square r equal to 1, or you can write sine square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. If this formula will apply here, then you can solve this equation. So this square will come, and this left side will become 1. Then you can solve this equation. Okay. So let me solve here. So here I can write sine square r means 1 by root 2 mu square plus cos r means 1 by mu square equal to 1. Now 1 by root 2 mu square is nothing but 1 by 2 mu square plus this is nothing but 1 by mu square equal to 1. Now here I can take 1 by mu square out. Here it is half plus 1 equal to 1. Now here I can write mu square equal to, so mu square I can take that side, it will become how much? 3 by 2. So this implies mu equal to root under 3 by 2. Okay. So your refractive index condition what? Root under 3 by 2. Okay. So this is the refractive index coming. Remember sometimes refractive index I am taking here mu, you can take also sometimes n refractive index. So here I am considering mu, you consider also. Okay. Sometimes n also you can take, or mu also you can take. Okay. So that's the idea for this question. So simple question. So they are asking just picture here. Now they are asking what is your refractive index. Okay. Okay. I will go to the next question. So telling optical fibers, okay, are based on some options are given. So just now we studied optical fibers are based on the total internal reflection. So answer will be TIR only. So this is also a neat question. So this much easy question also asking sometime. Once you have idea about a critical angle, how to find refractive index and critical angle relations, then easily all other phenomena also you can explain based on TIR. And here total, remember optical fiber, mirage, looming, and brilliance of diamond, or you can say that pro-prism, this all are based on basically what? TIR. Okay. So next class we will be seeing some other concept, and keep watching the video. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe Vidya Lakshmi NEET Academy YouTube channel. Thank you very much. All the very best.